A guy tried to dodge his wife by hiding behind the elderly folks in his house, but his wife, spinning a massive knife in her hand, sent one old man's wig flying onto the floor. Everyone expected the old man to blow a gasket, but he remained calm. He broke a jar of gummy worms, or a similar treat, that was on the table, and started feeding them to the woman to cheer her up. Seeing this, the husband begged the other two old men for help, but as soon as they realized how tough the wife was, they made an excuse and bolted upstairs. Once they got up there, they heard the husband screams from below and thought, good thing we got out of there quick. The wife was so hard on her husband because, a few days earlier, the man's grandfather had become gravely ill. The grandfather had already stipulated in writing that the company would go to this man. The man's father and stepmother showed up. The stepmother said that the boy was just a spoiled brat and couldn't manage the company. The man figured out what they were after, so he stated that the grandfather had left all the assets to him. Hearing this, the stepmother started saying he had no manners. Right then, the wife flicked a button, landing it straight into the stepmother's mouth. She declared that she would train her husband so well that he would be perfectly capable. Following this, the stepmother and father were kicked out of the house. The man was planning something romantic to thank his wife for saving his bacon, but then he saw his wife bringing in some strangers. The wife announced that these people were financial experts, and they were going to train him. After that, the man had to create a business plan every day to show his wife, but he hadn't shaken his habit of slacking off and goofing around. He was making plans with his friends. He noticed a red laser dot on his friend's head. Just then, a car's headlights flashed, and his wife pulled up. Both men instantly apologized. The friend was so scared he took off running. The man then realized his wife's gun was just a toy, but seeing her expression, he immediately dropped to his knees, promising he would work hard and never cheat again. A few days later, he had to learn a ton of new stuff daily. The servants would also report back to the wife about his studying, but as soon as they left, he would stop pretending to read. He was just putting on a show. Meanwhile, when the stepmother heard the man was studying now, she called an old admirer of the wife and lied that the woman was unhappy and stuck in a forced marriage. Hearing this, the guy immediately rushed out to propose. He brought a huge bunch of pink roses because he knew she loved them, but what he didn't know was that she was with her husband. As he knelt down, he saw the husband standing right there. He quickly stood up. The husband mocked him, saying the roses looked so cheap. Then, he showed off the flowers he had given his wife, which were made entirely of American dollar bills. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe to see the next part.